Hello and welcome back to DaddeeCraft. I'm at spawn, if you'll notice, 00, and I wanted to show you what we've been working on, starting with the fact that I have an Electra and the shulker box. We've been to the end and we have fought the dragon, and we won. Dash begged me to fight the dragon, and we were together. I was on the iPhone and she was on the iPad. And we went to the end. We fought the dragon. Well, no, she stopped. She stopped at the end portal and wouldn't jump in after I jumped in. So I fought the dragon. I died about 5-6 times. I died to, it was before the 116 update, and I died to horrendous dragon breath. And I died to the Enderman a couple times, and then I started bringing a bucket of water with me. And I died a couple more times to the dragon, and then I beat the dragon. And then we went exploring in the end, and I got shulker boxes, and I couldn't find one Electra for the longest time. And then I finally found a ship, and I pillared up, and there was a shulker box there firing at me. So I took off my mask, and the second I did, an Enderman appeared right in front of me, and poof, pushed me off the end. So it took a while for me to find an Electro, but we finally went back and found one. After I got one, it was easy to get others, because I just flew around finding ships. This is my favorite house in Cat Village. This is the cat sanctuary that Raven built. The whole village is. I installed a few angry caretakers. They have kind hearts, and they're really much better with cats than they are with people. And here's where all the extra cats go. Dash made this all by herself. Lots of Siamese. Lots of those. I forget what those are called. Calico. The cool thing about this building, I don't know if she did intentionally or not. There's a 7 right there. I'd say I don't know if she did intentionally or not, because I was with her when she was building with it, and I was just I gave her some supplies, and she was just finishing the roof off with whatever she could. She was frantically trying to finish this because her Minecraft time was almost done. She was at her mom's, and she wanted to finish the building before she logged out for the day. So I was throwing slabs at her. She was running out. I was grabbing extra slabs and throwing those at her, and she laid it all down, and she logged out after she did that. And I logged back in, and I noticed that it was a 7. So this is the Grand Road. I don't know how much I've shown of this before. It was meant to be a travel point between the village and Escoletown when we had villagers over there. But all the villagers died in the village, so we don't really use it for that anymore. That's why it became Cat Sanctuary. And Escoletown has been growing a little bit. I put in a creeper tower, and I know you don't really need it to be connected to the base. Actually, people tell you not to. They tell you to build a floating box in the sky for creeper farms. But I didn't like the idea of a floating box with nothing holding it up. And I didn't really want to get all science fiction with Escoletown. So I built a tower that's completely spawn-proof inside and out. Except for I think I see some missing carpet there. Sometimes it just doesn't render. There's some missing carpet there. Right. Oh. Lots of lag. Yep. We'll need to bring some carpet up here. It really doesn't matter because I don't know if I'm going to build the creeper farm over there right now anyway. I really wanted one above the storage room so I could just have it all drop into the storage room. But I was able to, all our villagers died, except for one. And I saved him, and then I found a zombie villager. This is the exact same story of the last time I saved them all. But this time, instead of moving them into the storage room, I moved them into the demise house. That's why I'm lagging so much, because I put iron golems in because we've been having such a bad creeper problem. And then we've got these guys on top of it. But we're not going to have to worry about that. I'm going to be treating Escoletown as a kind of industrial area at this point. And I found another area that I wanted to kind of explore with you guys and build with. And in order for us to get there, we're going to have to go through the Nether. So you're going to finally get to see that area. So I do want to finish Escoletown in terms of finishing the demise house and all the farms there. Maybe even putting a creeper farm in there, just so we can collect some gunpowder, whatever we can get when Dash is playing, because she's going to stay mainly in Escoletown. And then we need to lay down the flowers, the rest of the nether wart. I did want to bring it all the way out to here. And then have it stopped by water, which is the only thing it can be stopped by. And the idea behind this is that it was planted over here for red nether brick. And I liked the look so much that I decided to come up with a storyline. And the storyline is that it was planted over there for the very same reason, for the red nether brick, for this tower right here. And it started spreading. Now, the two things that can stop it in this story for me is a big height. So if it just goes, if a mountain goes just straight up like this, that will stop it. And water. So this is going to have to go all the way over to here. This mountain's going to save the dirt in that part of Escoletown. But Escoletown's going to get just completely enveloped in this this nether wart infestation. And it's going to go all the way up to this bridge and surround the rest of the area. So down through here. And this is going to be safe because there's water here. And then all of this has already been done. And I really love the look, and it's so much fun to run around, have an area to run around in that isn't the nether with soul speed. These two are shops that Dash built. This is a end shop that you can get chorus fruit and some other end supplies in. And I don't know what's going in here, but it's not done yet. So let's get into the nether now. Okay, here we are in the nether. I've never shown you guys this. This is where all the diorite goes. The idea behind this is that no matter where you are exploring in the nether, if you get lost, you just run around until you see some diorite, and it snaps really well against the red. And it also absorbs gas blast pretty well. That's the portal that goes to Cat Village. If you head down this way, it heads to where we get our wither skulls. What do you call those fortresses? I forget what they're called. Oh, there's an Enderman in the Nether, and then down here is where we're going. Oh, if you go that way, then you'd end up in what we call Dragon City, which is where the end portal is. And then down at level 15, I've built a pathway. And this is where all the main roads in the Nether go. We really need to wall this off, but we haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know why that's blocked off over there. That might be something Dash did. Okay, so I wanted to create an area that I could play in. And work on that would be safe from an elementary schooler. I love playing in Escoletown, and I love playing with my daughter, but when she's not around, I end up doing nothing but sorting the overflow in the storage room and cleaning up divots from all the creeper explosions that happen when she's playing by herself. So I was thinking about creating a town that is far away. I got this idea from 2B2T because it feels sometimes like I'm playing in an anarchy server, which I guess I am playing with a 6-year-old. So I got the idea of traveling far away in the Nether and then coming up in the overworld and building a base there, a secret base that is something I can focus on and be a little more confident isn't going to require a whole lot of work just to maintain its basic structure. So I'm not giving up on Escoletown, not by a long shot. In fact, I'm going to probably have to find a faster way to transport between here, because what I did was I ran all the way to 1,000 and then I turned right and ran all the way to 1,000 again. I figured that it was such a long way out that she would just lose interest or do something else before she found her way all the way out here. So this is going to be part of the Nether Road anyway, because the design is basically going to be, it runs along the 0 paths. And I was going to build links to the overworld every 100 blocks or so, or maybe not. But I was thinking about, marking it out somehow. And, I'm playing with different ideas, but I definitely want to keep it so that it's marked out on the on the block level, so that you can kind of estimate where you're going to end up in the overworld based on the highways down here. So everything is going to be grid based, like 2B2T's Nether highways are. So that's enough running in the. Oop, I was about to say that's enough boredom of running in the Nether for you, but you get to see a bad crossbow fight, a bad bow and arrow fight, I mean. I'm going to get back to you when I get to the coordinates, so that you have something better to look at. Okay, we're coming up to the 1,000 mark here, and as soon as we get there, we're going to take one more right, because as you'll see, it's hidden. Okay, let's, what can we get rid of here? Nothing. We'll just keep that open. There's no reason to really hide that. Although I do want to actually make it, kind of just for fun, make it like redstone hidden with a secret entrance and all that. So I ran out here because I was looking for some peace and quiet. And I didn't know what I would find when I stepped through that portal. And then I swam across the river. And I climbed this mountain like so. And I found this beautiful thing. This waterfall, which I've started sectioning off so it drifts into this lake here, or pond. And then I built a little starter hut over here out of the oak that I found in the swamp area right there, where you can see the trees are still despawning. Too bad we can't cut those leaves down and give them to somebody for Iskel's challenge in DaddeeCraft, but we are not on that server. This is the starter house, and I did bring back a smoker. And I need to get underneath here. And we're going to put a hopper in. Okay, and then we're going to take that piece of cobblestone and use it to get back up here. I should have brought another hopper. What I can do is make a chest. Grab some iron. Where did the iron go? Oh, did I bring it back to Escoletown and put it away? I went all the way back to Escoletown, and nope, there it is. Okay. We want one more hopper. I still didn't pick the iron up. Okay, there we go. Grab that hopper. I'm going to put that on top. That way I can load all that fish in without having to worry about it. And we'll let that cook down. So this is the smoker glitch, if you aren't aware. Put a hopper in, cook food into it, leave all the food in the hopper, and then every time you grab a single piece of fish up here, once it gets backed up, every single time you do that and exit out of it, it gives you the experience from the bottom hopper there, all of that fish. So that we're now cooking. So that stacks exponentially. So that's nice. It's a good way to get experience right for the time being. So my plans for this area, if we take a quick look around, we've got swamp, and we've got some nice birch forest. a beautiful desert, which is much better than the desert in Cat Village. I'm really not a fan of that expansive desert there. I like them when they're smaller and cuter. So I'm not going to take the sand away from here because I think it fits beautifully. Then we've got these nice snowy mountains where I've started to settle. Oh, and I ran out of rockets. There we go. Okay. And there are a lot of these caverns, places that kind of dip through to other areas, so it's kind of a cool mountain area. Okay, and we're just across the way here. Oh, what's this? This is nice too. Yeah, I'm really liking this area. And I was flying around earlier. I was trying to show it to you. I found a Badlands biome. So we need to get some windows in our starter house here. And I also cut a path out of the mountain and created a back door. And again, I'm a huge fan of all these little caves that cut through the mountains and jolt out to the other side. And then there are some caverns too, although I can't seem to remember where they are. Yeah, so I'm thinking about starting some bigger projects here, away from the lag of Escoletown with all its farmlands and sorting machines and elementary school mayhem. Hello, I'm back in Escoletown. Dash wanted to play with me, so I logged on and hauled it all the way back here. And I got distracted after she logged off and started planting more nether wart and expanding the soul sand. So I got the soul sand out to here, and I'm just bringing it along the other way, and then we're going to get the rest of the netherite down. The only problem is I ran out of soul sand, and the generator is running now. It's nighttime, but it's really hot, so I needed to have the fans on just to cool the RV down a bit. So yeah, I brought it all the way out to the bridge, but we've got a little bit left we need to fill in, and we ran out of soul sand. So we're going to have to go do some farming at some point, but I'm pretty happy with the progress for the day. I think that once it's all filled in red, it's going to look great with the quartz tower and the nether brick and the red nether brick. And I think I might want to put another couple towers built of nether materials and have Escoletown be made of a lot of just different nether stuff. Along with, a few trees, like this giant tree house. So I think that's all I've got in me for today. I'm going to find a good place to log out, because there is no way that I am going into the Nether to do any more farming after all of the work I did today. I think I like the little starter base, little beginner hut we have out there in our little new land, our chaos-free land. I don't know how much. I'm kind of, now that I've gotten out there, now that I took a trip into the mountains and kind of refreshed, I kind of feel like tackling more of Escoletown. I want to get Escoletown done so I can kind of leave it as a work to be demised as we look at the demise house here. So that's about all I've got in for me today. Thanks for watching, and remember to be kind to each other. I'll see you next time. Off.